Okay, Mom. I'm gonna ask you some questions about your life and your family. What is your earliest memory as a child?
Well, we had to go to school. When we went to school, we had to walk to school until we got in middle school. And then we caught the bus and went to Catawba School.
Okay, do you remember the name of that school that you went to?
Brown's Chapel.
Okay, Brown's Chapel. Okay.
And then after we got in middle school, we caught the bus and went to Catawba Roseboro School.
And that was a high school?
That was a high school, yeah.
Okay. What was your life like as a child? Did y'all have to work, or did y'all play a lot? What do you have to do like once you went to school, after you got out of school, what do you have to do after school?
Well, after we got out of school, we had to help our daddy saw wood with old crosscut saw wood. And then we had to, when the days my mama had to wash clothes, we had to stay out of school and help us wash clothes, little tin tubs with wash boys and scrub clothes.
Okay.
And we had to do that, and then we picked cotton.
Okay. As a teenager, do you still have to do that stuff, or do you have more free time to do stuff that as teenagers do today, or do you still have to work?
We had to work when we was teenagers. We had to work then.
Did you ever get to date as a teenager?
A what?
Get to date somebody?
No. We talked to boys at school or something, things like that, and that was it.
Did the boys ever like ask you out? And I mean, if they did, then what did your parents say?
They didn't ask me out. We went to proms and things, and we just went and just mingled with other people.
Okay.
We didn't have nobody to take us to prom.
So when you went to school, what was the school like? I mean, was it first through 8th grade, first through 12th grade? I mean, so like how many grades was in one school?
Grades.
You know, like you say you went through this Brown's Chapel. How many? I mean, like what grades was that?
That was like this to elementary.
Okay.
And then we went to Catawba Roosevelt from the 6th grade.
From the 6th grade to the 12th grade.
12th grade, yeah.
Okay. And like how big was the school? Was it a big school? Or how many rooms did it have in it, or what?
Well, this had like one group for 12th grade or 11th grade. We didn't have a whole lot of different groups for different classes.
Oh, okay.
And
so what did you do for fun as a kid?
we ran and played with each other.
What kind of games did y'all play, or what did y'all do?
We didn't have no but checkers. We didn't have no checkerboard or something like that. To play with, and we had some old dolls. And
did your parents buy you the dolls? Or
they bought us dolls, yeah.
Okay.
The dolls, and we played with them.
Okay, describe what your mom was like.
She worked hard. She worked hard and did things. And when they had to pick cotton, a lot of times I had to stay there and take care of the Helen, Joyce. They were smaller than me, and I stayed there and watched them. While they pick, I didn't go to cotton fields that much because I stayed there and took care of them, and I cooked for them. She told me what to cook, and she put things on the cook, and I did it for her.
So what do you remember most about your mom?
She was good. She was good to us and everything. She made us smile, and we went to church every Sunday. And she didn't allow us to iron clothes on Sunday. We did our ironing to go to church. We ironed on Saturday. We didn't do nothing like that on Sundays.
So no. Sunday was just a day that y'all went to church. And
yeah.
What about? I mean, did y'all listen to music and stuff? Did y'all have like record player or radios, anything like that?
We had a battery radio. A battery radio. That was all we had.
So, but you didn't have no TV or nothing like that?
We had no radio run the battery.
And
we listened to that.
What type of stuff? What type of music did y'all listen to?
It was old time.
Or R&B, gospel, white people music? What kind of music y'all listen to?
Yeah, so something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that other stuff went on radio.
So how would you describe your father then?
He was good to us. He was, but we had to help him cut wood and do things around the house and all that stuff. He cut the trees out of the woods, and he brought it to the house, and we had to take the old crosscut saw and saw it, and he split it.
So if y'all did something bad and y'all got punished, how did y'all get punished?
We beat you with a belt. Beat you with a belt.
What do you remember about your grandparents? Let's start with your daddy's mom and daddy first.
I don't know.
Mr. George.
I don't know about my daddy's mama. I don't know her, but
Okay.
Grandpa George, he was good. We used to go to his house every Sunday in Denver, and my daddy took us down there every Sunday in Denver. And we go, there's a little store down there across the street, and he took us to get ice cream every Sunday. We go down there every Sunday, Grandpa George.
Okay.
But Grandma Anthony, I didn't know nothing about her.
Okay, and what about the Hills? Your grandpa?
Yeah, they were nice to us too. Yeah. We used to go down their house for dinner on Sundays. A lot of time after church, we used to go down there for dinner.
So what do you remember most about them?
Grandma?
Yeah, the Hills.
Well, they always. Grandma was good to us though. They were.
Okay.
Cleo and Moline and all, Aunt Savoy and all of them.
So what do you remember about the civil rights era?
I don't remember that much.
You know about discrimination and blacks and whites and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the black, the white, the black didn't bother with white because they didn't like black people. They didn't. And a lot of time we'd be out there picking cotton, and the buses come by with white children. We didn't ride the bus with white children. Black and white didn't ride the buses together, and they come by and holler a little black nigger. They did. They called us a little black nigger.
Okay. Other than that, can you recall any time when you was discriminated against because of your color?
No. But no, because we weren't together. White and black weren't together.
Okay, so your whole time going to school was just black. The blacks going to school and the whites going to school.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't go together.
So right after you finished high school, what did you do right after high school? Did you have a job, or what do you do?
Well, I helped this lady. I helped this lady work at school, and I didn't have no job. I didn't have no job or nothing because I didn't have no way to get there or nothing.
So then, how old were you when you got married?
19.
So what was it that you liked about Daddy that made you want to marry him?
Well,
He was good looking. He had a car.
He took
What?
me places. He carried me to movies, and we went places, and they were together because he was about the first one I went with to go out with and all that.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about what jobs you held in your life. So what was the first real job that you had?
I worked at the chicken house.
And what type of work did you do there?
I pulled lungs from chickens. Me, Bessie, Hattie Pearl, Brooke, and me, Bessie, Hattie Pearl, and Willie Mae. I worked at chicken house. I worked there for about a year. And then I said I was going to leave there and find me another job. I went to JP, the first place I come to, I said I'm going to put my application in. And I stopped at JP Stevens, and they hired me the first day. I worked there for 42 years.
And so what kind of work did you do at JP Stevens, which was a textile mill? What kind of work did you do?
What I spin, and then I pick rollers.
When you say
spare hand, I pick rollers when somebody else is out.
when you say you spin, explain kind of what spinning is about. What is spinning?
Spinning is making yarn.
Okay.
You put the roving up in there, and then it goes around it and make yarn.
Okay.
Make yarn.
So it's like thread,
and the yarn. They send the yarn to the weave room, and they make cloth.
Okay.
for me. I didn't work at Clough. I mean, work out there in the weaving.
So is that do you do that same job those whole 40-some years that you was at JP Stevens?
No, I was upstairs spinning for 15 years, and then I got transferred downstairs in the cloth room, and I was down there for 16 years, and then that closed, and I went upstairs again, picking rollers and spinning and whatever they need to do.
And so you said you worked there how many years?
42 years.
42 years.
42 years, and I worked 19 years without missing a day.
Okay.
19 years perfect attendance. I got the paper show.
Yeah, okay.
Worked every day, rain, snow, whatever, I went.
Okay. Okay, what words of wisdom would you tell the younger kids of today? What would you tell them to as far as what they should do to be successful in this world?
Well, if they have a job, to stick to it. Don't lay out every time you have a headache or backache or something. I went, headache and everything else. I went every day. I mean, you don't complain and lay out of work like that every day. I mean, all the time.
Okay, what was the biggest change that you witnessed in your lifetime from the time you was a kid until now? What's the biggest change that you noticed out here in the world? I mean, would it be that way the different races get along or stuff like that, or the technology today? What would be the biggest change that you've seen in your lifetime?
But when I was working at JP Stevenson, white and black was just like each other. I mean, we was always like each other. There wasn't no racial thing. Mm-hmm. And we got along real good. We did. Yeah.
So what's the thing that made you more? Because when you was growing up, y'all only had like, you said Barry radio. And so now you got TV, color TVs and all this kind of stuff.
I know it. Then when we lived up in an old house, up yonder.
In Catawba?
No, after I married.
Oh, we got married. Okay.
And we lived up in an old house, and we stayed up there for I don't know how many years. But anyway, Mr. Harry and them give us 3 acres of the 10, and I said we're gonna build a house. And I saved up money. To make a down payment on this house. I did. Okay. I said I determined to get me a house of my own.
Okay. If you could change something in your life, what would you change? Okay.
I guess I wouldn't change anything. I'm all right the way I am.
Okay. Okay. If how would you like for people to remember you once you're gone?
I don't want nobody to talk about me when I'm gone, 'cause I can't hear them. I can't hear about nothing nobody's saying when I'm gone. I mean, tell me now while I'm living. Tell me, do good things to me while I'm living, because when I'm dead, I don't know a thing about that.
But when okay, let's say, what do you think people think about you now when they pass by? What type of person they think you are?
They know I work in my yard, and like a lot of people stop by here and say I got the prettiest yard on this road here, mm-hmm. And they do. They say it, and they do.
Well, how would you like for your kids and grandkids to remember you then? Huh?
I don't know, Tony.
What have you done for your kids and grandkids? How
I did a lot for my grandchildren. I love them too, just as much as I do my own children. I do. Shamaj and Dez and all of them. Anthony, Travis. I don't know much about him because he wasn't down here much with me. But
okay, thank you for the interview.